The drums went silent. Guests froze. In the middle of a grand wedding in Lagos, a poor woman's voice cut through the music. "That child is mine." Her words crashed into the hall like thunder. Fingers pointed. Gasps filled the air. The bride, Amara, clutched the baby tightly to her chest, her smile shattering into fear. How did joy turn into shame? To understand this day of disgrace, we must go back 6 months earlier. Amara was a woman of beauty. At 28, she lived in a bustling Lagos neighborhood. Men admired her. Women envied her. But behind her painted smile was a wound that refused to heal. She had no child. Her friends mocked her quietly. Aunties at gatherings whispered, "Pretty face, empty hands." Suitors once came, but when months turned into years with no pregnancy, they walked away. Amara carried her shame like a secret chain. She prayed for change but heard only silence. Meanwhile, her cousin Chidinma struggled at the other end of life. She was poor, living in a small, broken house. When she gave birth to a baby boy, joy quickly turned to sorrow. She had no job, no husband, and barely enough food for herself, let alone a child. One night, Amara visited her. She saw the baby crying, hungry, while Chidinma sobbed. That's when Amara's heart formed a dangerous plan. "Chidinma," she whispered, her eyes fixed on the child. "Let me raise him. Let the world believe he is mine. You will be free of this burden, and I will finally have respect." Chidinma gasped. "How can you say such a thing? He is my flesh and blood." But Amara pressed on. "Look around you. Can you feed him? Can you clothe him? Do you want him to starve? Give him to me. I will give him a better life." Chidinma's tears fell. Poverty had tied her hands. Against her heart she agreed. From that day, Amara carried the baby home. She told the world, "This is my son." And with that lie, her life began to change. Neighbors celebrated. Women danced and sang. They brought gifts of cloth, baby oil and food. Her parents wept with joy. "Finally, our daughter has brought us a grandchild." Amara walked through the streets proudly, the child strapped to her back. She posted pictures online. "My miracle baby." Soon men came knocking again. Among them was Desmond, a wealthy businessman. He knelt before her one evening and said, "Amara, you are not only beautiful but also a strong mother. I want you to be my wife." Amara smiled, her pride blooming. The lie had given her everything she wanted: respect, love, status. But lies are like fire under dry leaves. Sooner or later, the smoke will rise. Not everyone believed her story. At the market, women whispered, "Strange. No one saw her pregnant. No one saw her in the hospital." Others shrugged. Maybe she hid it well. After all, joy has no explanation. But whispers grow wings when truth is chasing them. Chidinma, meanwhile, felt her heart ache. Each day she missed her son. She came secretly to Amara's home, begging, "Please let me see him. Please return my child." But Amara snapped. "He is mine now. You gave him away. Don't bring your poverty to spoil my joy." Chidinma left in tears. But her pain turned into courage. She promised herself, one day the world would know the truth. Weeks later, Amara's wedding day arrived. The hall was bright with flowers, lace, and music. Guests filled every seat. Drummers played. Women ululated. Desmond stood tall, ready to marry the woman he believed to be a good mother. Amara entered like a queen, the baby in her arms. Applause shook the hall. She thought her victory was complete. But truth was walking toward her. The doors of the hall burst open. Chidinma stood there, trembling but fierce. Her voice thundered, "That child is mine. She lied to you all." The music stopped. Guests murmured. Desmond's smile vanished. Amara's face drained of color. "She is mad," she screamed. "This is my son." But Chidinma stepped forward. She pointed at a small scar on the child's hand. "I know when he was born. I know the midwife who delivered him. This scar. I saw it with my own eyes the day he came into the world." Can she deny that? Elders gasped. Women shook their heads. Desmond turned to Amara, his voice shaking. "Is this true?" Amara stuttered. He shouted. She denied. But her words fell like weak leaves in the wind. The hall already knew the truth. Desmond tore his cap from his head and stormed out. Guests followed in anger and shame. Elders declared, "A lie has no stool to sit on. Only truth can stand." The child was taken from Amara and returned to Chidinma. Neighbors who once praised Amara now spat her name with scorn. She sat alone in her ruined wedding gown, crying. Everything her lie had built was gone in a single moment. In Africa we say, no matter how long a lie travels, truth will one day catch it. Amara's story is a warning. Lies may bring temporary glory, but they end only in shame. Speak truth, for only truth brings peace. What lesson did you learn? Comment below. Thanks for watching. Kindly please subscribe to Just Folktales for more amazing stories every week.